Hello pandas, and welcome to something a little off the beaten trail. We're gonna keep things a little bit more casual today. Your hosts and you.
Gunships are holding at a safe distance.
Did you find these in the trash?
I did not find those in the trash. I haven't found anything in the trash in a little while, and I miss it so. These were a gift from Evan, good friend of the channel. He's been he's got to move, so he's got a bunch of stuff that he doesn't want to move with, and it includes these kind of cool helmets. I do thank you for your patience. I know I'm not the only one who misses the exploring the trash. It is what it is, but this is the last week before school starts, and that means back to work for everybody, whether we like it or not. Went and checked the P.O. box though, and was surprised to find, always stoked. I noticed that this one, good old Michael just reused the same labels that I printed off, and that's when I discovered that I printed the wrong number for our P.O. box. Oops! Thankfully, the girl who works there and I have been a thorn in each other's side for long enough that, at the very least, we know each other by name. So she was able to figure it out without too much trouble. This is interesting. It feel that. What do you think?
First off, bubble wrap.
Yes, bubble wrap.
There's something hard inside.
It's hard. It's like small hard things.
Yeah, there's like a lot of small hard things. It feels like a few small soft things, and there's like a big hard square somewhere in there.
I hope it's chocolate. I'm gonna grab scissors. Let's find out. Okay, guys, I screwed up. I thought I was hitting the record button, but I guess I switched the setting and I hit the photo button, so that's what I got. So the clip that should have been in here but doesn't exist was me opening those packages, and there was, I'll just show you now. So Michael sent these Polish candies. They're very much like fudge, but a little different. They're quite good. And I regret messing that clip up because it means I cannot share Wub and mine's honest first impressions, but they're very good. And these. Thank you, Molly. Longtime fan of the show, always a pleasure to see her. Molly made an educated guess that these would be the perfect thing to send along, and they absolutely are. Thank you. And no, I'm not going to make a wish list gift. That would give the wrong impression. But I really appreciate the heck out of these. Well, Kimberly, I'm glad you enjoyed the package we sent out. I had no idea purple was your favorite color. And I do hope you've made the most of this vacation. Let's go ahead and call it that, because, like, how else are we supposed to? And the fireworks sounded like they were probably really fun. I bet they were. We didn't actually get fireworks for our... well, normally we look to the Stampede, and this was the first year in probably ever that they just canceled it, which I'm glad that they did, because I think it would have been pretty irresponsible to keep it going. Also, I do not have 14 of these. For anybody who doesn't realize there were still pancakes. For anybody who's not aware, these, I had listed in my affiliate links on the descriptions of all the videos, and because I didn't actually own them, but I wanted people to know which ones I was, like, suggesting they get if they're interested in picking up some, like, you know, the everyday carry kind of tools. So I specifically named these as the ones that I really want, because I didn't own them. So no, I don't have 14 of them yet, Molly. But I have one pair now, and they will be put to good use, and I will love them and treat them a lot better. The last time I had a pair of, not these, but decent wire cutters that I bought, I was out in the field, as it were, short on tools, and I decided to use them as a pair of pliers, and that didn't work. I just, like, snapped off a big chunk of the leading edge of the blade. So I won't be doing that again.
Yeah.
I'll have to update the description on all the videos now, just to make sure people don't get the wrong idea. I'll change it to, these are the ones I love to bits. Definitely get these ones. We're gonna go try them out right now, actually. That's a perfect little segue to the next bit. Come on, let's check it out. Okay. This. All of this. Okay, seriously, huge thank you to anybody who sends us mail. We don't necessarily have a thank you package to send out. I don't really think I'm gonna do that anymore. I just, down the stairs we go. Almost there. Oof. Yeah. All right, we're down here, and how can I say this? This is probably the most neglected room since our move-in, because it's not like a space that any of us directly live in, but the hope, the plan, was that this would be sort of the games room. But it's got piles of boxes, and we have acquired some more stuff that I was hoping we could go through together, because it might be fun. It's a little bit like exploring and unboxing. It'll be a surprise. And here's the cool part. This upcoming weekend, the Video Game Collectors group is having a car boot sale / social meet. Just like low-key, not super well advertised. So it's the perfect time to go through all of this video game stuff and separate it into stuff that we're like keeping and putting up and displaying and making pretty, and then all of the other stuff, the chaff, the unnecessary parts, and load those up into the car and see if we can turn them into cash. So, how do we start? Okay, I got distracted. That's what happened. I want to show you this. We found this, although not completely of our own accord. These two shelves here, they were out in an alley somewhere, and a friend who knows I enjoy alley treasure mentioned that they were out there, and we went and picked them up, and I gotta say, I'm really happy with the way they bring this room together. So yes, we got distracted setting that up. Doesn't that look good though? And now we need to get back to the boxes we talked about. Do we?
These ones are higher.
Yes, I know, they don't line up. Trust me, it bothers me a great deal. That, good. No, we're going, oh, yeah, okay. You could've, look what you could've done. But it's because, never mind, I have no excuse.
Do you know of a way we could maybe fix it? We have
I guess,
gardens between, what's that?
oh, that's a really sweet, it's a cooperative, like, puzzle platformer.
Ooh, sounds like fun.
It's supposed to be, I don't know, I haven't opened it.
Or we could raise these ones up one.
Yeah, we could raise these up one, but then I would have to put those in the middle. That might look kind of goofy. As you can probably tell, I'm not 100% on how it's set up, and I'd really like to have, 6 more of them. 2 for that side, 2 for upstairs. Not that I actually have that many DVD cases. Woof.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a bit goofy. I mean, none of the colors match. But welcome to my dumpster life.
This and this don't match.
And this is not exactly like, that's not exactly what I would have chosen if I had just a budget to go and buy furniture with. But it'll do for now.
And it looks cool.
It does.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's like the TV sitting on a pedestal or something. Elevated. As it should be. Now, to the boxes. So some of these, this one here in particular, I already know everything that's in there. There's no surprises. But this box, and this box, and this box, although that one's pretty self-explanatory, I have not gone through at all, and neither has he. So, it's going to be a complete surprise, and I thought that might be fun. So that's what we gotta do right now. Let's start with this one. This is kind of why I thought the wire clippers might come in handy, because not all of this is going to be saved, and some of it is going to be scrapped. I don't know how much, though. Kind of a weak segue, I know. We got a mini speaker, which has definitely been opened. That we will find a home for. Ooh, these are sort of tangled up.
See-through controller.
For what? Oh, it really does keep going. Okay, this is quite the snarl. Oh, what's that? little bit of copper.
Ooh! There's another one.
I'm gonna start building a stack of controllers over here.
This one's PlayStation.
Yes. Any idea which one?
The first one, it looks like. It just says PlayStation.
Yes. I suspect this one is for the PlayStation 2. Because it's got this thing.
Cool. Whoa! What is this?
Oh, it's got a broken case. That is a flight stick. It's a joystick controller. So you could use it for there's a bunch of different stuff you could use it for, but what you're most likely to use it for is either mech warrior games or flight simulator games. Which is kind of topical because Microsoft Flight Simulator is getting talked about a lot right now. Have you seen it? It looks amazing. You would be losing control doing that. I hope you don't actually fly a plane like that.
I don't even know how to fly a plane. So that's probably what would end up happening.
Star Wars! Oh, this case is kind of gross.
Oh.
The disc is alright though. I'm starting to think this might be more fun for me than anybody else. We'll cut to the good parts. I have no idea what this is.
Piku-niku.
It does look like there's going to be a collection of scrappable wire in here, which is pretty sweet. What is that?
Ew.
AC adapters are really tough for me because there's always a part of me that just wants to save every one of them in a huge bucket because someday there will be something that's missing its power cord and I'll be the one who has just the thing. I'll spend a few hours pouring out my bucket of AC adapters and flicking them behind me, looking for the right one, and eventually...
You should do that.
I don't actually want to do that. I don't want to have a bucket of AC adapters that most of the time don't do anything. This is an FM transmitter, which is pretty cool. So if you don't have a tape player and you don't have Bluetooth, one way you can get your music from your phone or MP3 player onto your car speakers is to use this. You plug this into the headphone jack and it sends it out as a radio signal. Okay, now here's something that might actually end up at the sale. Well, it's a gaming headset. Okay, I'm not expecting to find any more secret treasures in here, so guess what? Time skip. There. Now what we have here is a box of cables that are pretty much never going to get used again and can be turned into scrap, which is great, but also the hardest part about doing this, because I know most of them work just fine. It's also the most fun part if detangling a rat's nest of cables sounds like fun to you. It does to me. This one I think is going to have the good stuff in it. So let's shove this stuff aside. These are all items that I believe
that can get nuked.
May get some traction at the nerd sale. So let's have a look in here, shall we?
Whoa.
Yes. Yes, for Nintendo Wii.
Can we use this for Nintendo Land?
This one's kind of wild. I was wondering for a while what that is, but it turns out that plugs into the bottom side of an Xbox controller. And then you have...
of a hex box. Of a see-through hex box.
Nice.
Ready?
Third party, not worthless, because they're still useful.
There's this.
And sort of as good. Yeah, I saw that. That's kind of weird, eh? It's got like an extra bit.
There's a map. Look at the map button, home button, set button.
Yeah.
Is this how you'd usually hold the sword and shield?
Well, that would depend if you're left-handed, right?
I'm right-handed, so how do you think I would do it?
Golly.
They're kind of dirty.
Oh, they're real dirty. Look what we got here.
PS2! There's a literal PS2 in here.
A literal PS2. We got ourselves a Rocksmith USB guitar adapter. That's actually useful. Rocksmith, yes, it's a game. So you know Guitar Hero?
Yep.
Rocksmith is like Guitar Hero, except you play with a real guitar and learn how to actually play guitar. So it's definitely better than Guitar Hero. I don't play it.
Is that what your brother was playing?
Yes. Theo likes it a lot. Quinn likes it too. So here we are. I just wanted to have a look at those boxes in case we found some cool treasures. But I more or less finished it during the break. Here's what we got. Half of these I already had, but we got a bunch of those, and then the Nintendo controllers, and then over here we got the collection of PlayStation controllers. 4 legit ones, and then 4 whatever ones. And then got like a bin of stuff that I had before, and in here is probably the high value, ignore those for now. So this is the box of a variety of Xbox 360 stuff, and then this is a Nintendo Wii and a PlayStation 2. That's the collection of software that's gonna go for sale. This PlayStation only came with the AV cable. Thankfully, I do have a set of cables for that stashed, set aside, whatever. And then the Wii, oh, this should go in here. And the Wii came with all this stuff, but this one, yeah, I actually already possess a few of those. See, that's part of what motivated me. That collection of Wiis. I'm hoping maybe now is a good time, a bit late, I will admit, a bit late to the game. I think back in March, April was a great time to sell Wiis because you can fit lots of, well, let me show you the next part. It's up there. All right, back from the garage. So what we have here, this is the cables for the PS2. We can put those there. And then this is 3 different hard drives. Because I think that's what makes this a great time to try and sell some Wiis. Because if I can soft mod them totally legally and pair them with a working external hard drive, then other people can load up the hard drive with backups of their Wii collection games and not have to switch discs. I've heard there are other things people use them for, but, you know, people like having a homebrew Wii. Which means the next time skip that happens is going to be me testing a lot of consoles. And that's going to be right now. We got a disk read error. Wowee. There it all is.
Get your food.
And here we are. We made it at long last. I would have shared more of the putting it together experience if I thought it was interesting. Well, I mean, I did think it was interesting, but I was doing it. So the kiddo just went on a bathroom run, but he'll be back shortly, and I'm sure he'd be happy to explain what we've got set up for a table today. Quite a variety. What do we got here, buddy?
The Xbox controllers and cords. What's the category?
The Snickle Fritz.
Ah, okay.
It's
Snickle Fritz.
It's the mix bin.
Whatchamacallits? DVDs.
In DVDs, indeed.
In DVD.
Indeed, VDs. Sorry, pardon us.
Complete Wii box.
Complete Wii box with hard drive.
And games.
You got it.
A cord. And a package.
That's the free box of third-party controllers, and this is a box of just cases, in case anybody wants that. As well as this flight stick, which I'm really hoping somebody goes nuts for. A box with a full, you know, everything you need for a PSP. It's the whole PSP. And the whole PS2.
And these things.
Yeah, those are just to catch attention. I'm not sure if I want to sell those or not, because they were a gift. They're pretty cool. That's our table. I gotta admit though, I'm curious to see what other people have got. To be honest, it's a bit cloudy and the wind is sort of strong, so I don't think this is going to be the most successful car boot sale. But we're kind of just doing it as a social hangout anyway.
What we make it one day?
Huh?
$10. Done deal.
Hey Billy, can I do you a predictable favor?
Sure.
Could you watch my table while I wander around?
Sure.
Yay!
That's actually a really good game.
Thank you.
Of the rest?
Cool. I think this is pretty cool. This is what we should have done. A literal car boot sale.
Yeah.
That is way easier to set up. This guy's doing it right. I like the Game Boy games. Oh yeah, that's...
It's see-through.
Yeah, beautiful color for sure.
The price is a lot, but I think that's the price for this and both controllers.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's what they're worth these days.
The Garfield game.
Oh, that game! Better than you think.
What? Right. I saw a video on this.
It's like you go to
Those are red.
Retta or something, and then they're
Nice cover.
what do you do with that GoPro, son?
This GoPro, son?
That GoPro, son!
I didn't even see it there.
Oh,
There's
wow.
Yoshi.
We're just doing a quick lap while we... What? What are you doing here? You're fired.
It's so busy.
We're back. Well, that's that. Let's get the stuff inside. Well, that's the end of that, which means I finally get to put these things to work. Try them out for the very first time. It's always a bit heartbreaking destroying stuff like this. Wow. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good stuff. Knowing that stuff like this works perfectly fine, it definitely goes against my my reduce, reuse, recycle sensibilities, but it is getting recycled. It just doesn't have a market. So what do? Try not to get emotional about it. That's what I do. Oh, and I guess I didn't actually say yet, but I did sell a couple $100 worth of stuff. Didn't buy anything new. Wanted to, but it's not the time. Now I know this video was a little more free form and maybe doesn't fit into the theme of what we've been doing lately, but I just wanted to do something a little more casual, something a little more just for fun. You know, the kid's going back to school, and honestly, I'm not super happy about it. I know it's just like, it's where kids go, but I'd rather just do it from home, you know? But the truth is, I didn't get anything done over the last little while. It's been a super long summer break. It hasn't been super fun like I normally aim for, because there was so much stuff we couldn't do. And I'm honestly not super worried in regards to the thing, you know. I'm sure everything will be fine. A bit weird, bit different, but fine. And it'll be good to, you know, get back to being productive. I'm sure you guys have noticed there's been a bit more of a defined theme to the videos I've been doing recently, and for good reason. I'm just trying to get, create things that will gain favor with my robot overlords. And, you know, I'm sure you guys can understand why that would be important, but I don't want to completely lose sight of, you know, chilling, having a good time, exploring, hanging out. So this one's not for the robots, this one's for you guys, and for me, and for us. It's just for fun. That's what's going on. And I appreciate the mail, but more than anything, I just appreciate you guys being here. I really wouldn't have a thing going on here if not for you guys, and I don't think I say it often enough, but thank you. I am genuinely just constantly so grateful for each and every one of you, and I can definitely feel the love every time. I know you guys know what's up, and like every time I put out a video that I'm clearly hoping is going to be more of a long-term success, you guys are right there, jumping on there, hitting the like button, bell squad, whoop whoop, like your comments, and like I really appreciate the feedback, because I wouldn't know what I was doing if not for that. So yes, I always appreciate the mail, of course. That is so cool. I never thought I would end up in a point where like people I hadn't met before were sending me cool stuff in the mail. It's pretty sweet. But I don't want that to take away from the importance of each and every one of you and how much it means to me. All of the ones who don't send mail, don't feel like you have to. Honestly, no pressure. In fact, you ever feel bad when you get a birthday gift? Like, not for any reason that you can explain. Maybe you just like, it's kind of awkward. Well, it's definitely like that. So, honestly, every single one of you is everything I could possibly ask for. So, giant thank you. I hope you've made the most of this summer in whatever way you were able to and spent lots of time with the people you care about. Wishing all your little ones a great time back at school, and I hope they're happy, healthy, and safe. They are extremely fortunate to have you in their lives. And thank you for being in mine. Leave it better than you found it. Keep doing the thing.